Okay, guys, so uh, quite a bit going on this week because it's championship week. I wanted to talk a great deal about the whole country and like the bubble teams and stuff. I'm still gonna do it, but it's just gonna be very limited because I'm focused on IU and I'm focused on the Big Ten, focused on some of the bigger conferences, focused on some of the the big schools, and I am focused on the small schools. So I'm just gonna kind of wing it, and hopefully it doesn't sound like I keep talking about the same stuff too. Illinois beat Minnesota tonight, which was just amazing. Illinois wins on the last second shot. Awesome. I think Illinois is a definite lock into the tournament because of that. As of right now, out of the Big Ten, I'm saying the Big Ten's going to put in 7 teams. I think I said that a couple vlogs ago. You're going to have Indiana, Michigan State, Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin in. Then out of these next 3 teams, only 2's going to get in. Okay? Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota. 2 of those teams are going to get in. 1 team's going to get left out. I've been saying all along Iowa would be the team out of those 3. If you've seen, I think it was March 4th vlog, Absolute Insanity, Let the Insanity Begin. That was the title of the vlog, and I talked about this, and it hasn't changed. Like I said, I think Illinois, Minnesota, Iowa, 2 out of those 3 teams will get in. So the Big Ten will put in 7 teams. So today, an interesting thing happened. Minnesota, who's 8-10 in the Big Ten, 20-12 overall, lost today against Illinois. It kind of puts them on the bubble a little bit. Now, I've said all along, Iowa's out. As of right now, unless they do some damage in the tournament. Well, Iowa won today against Minnesota. They finished 9-9 in the Big Ten, 21-11 overall. But they have not beat a team in the top 25. Well, they beat Minnesota today, which was big. It really helps out their cause. So Iowa does play Michigan State tomorrow night at 9. If they beat Michigan State tomorrow, it will make things very interesting. That will most definitely help Iowa's cause out making the tournament. But I feel like, up to this point, Iowa needs a big win. Still, they most definitely had to win today, and they did. But that still isn't good enough because, for one, Minnesota, Illinois both beat IU. Also, Illinois beat Gonzaga. Minnesota had a couple big wins. Iowa has absolutely no big win, I don't think. And so and it all comes down to Iowa beating Michigan State tomorrow. That it boils down to that for Iowa's season. So if they lose, they'll go to the NIT. If they win, they'll win. That is my analysis of the Big Ten and Iowa. I think Indiana's definitely a lock in the NCAA tournament as a number 1 seed. I think they'll get right now, ESPN and a lot of places have them in the Midwest regional. I agree with that, but if they lose tomorrow, which is a possibility, if they lose, then it might not. It may affect where they're placed. But I think they're definitely a lock for number 1 seed. Like I said, I think the Big Ten will put in 7 teams. Okay, another conference I haven't talked about a whole lot is the ACC. And I'll tell you right now, I think Duke, North Carolina State, North Carolina, and Miami's all definite locks in the tournament. Then the ACC has 2 bubble teams, Virginia and Maryland, but Fultz, I've said this so many times, I know, but Fultz, let me just say, Miami won the ACC regular season over Duke, and they're getting projected to get a 3 or 4 seed. Duke's, in the meantime, getting projected as number 1 seed. Unbelievable, but I've talked about it so much. So I have major issues with that. I think Miami, as of right now, should get a number 1 seed. Duke should get a 2. Or possibly a number 1. Both of them possibly should get a number 1. The bubble teams are Virginia and Maryland, and as of right now, I don't think either of those teams would get in. I think the ACC will only put in 4 teams. So that's the ACC. Alright, and then back to the SEC. SEC is probably the most interesting conference in basketball right now as far as the bubble watch goes. Florida and Missouri both, I think, will in. Florida is, I think they've lost a shot at the number 1 seed, though. I know, sad. But they've just kind of fallen apart. And that brings us to Kentucky. Kentucky is a huge win against Florida Saturday, like I said in a previous vlog. But now that win against Florida isn't as big as it would have been not too long ago, because Florida's kind of like on the downslide. So this puts Kentucky in a interesting position. I think Kentucky is on the bubble. I think as of right now, they'll in. They're 21-10 overall, 12-6 in the SEC. Strength of schedule 65. RPI ranked 50. The only other good win Kentucky has, other than against Florida, was at Ole Miss, who's also on the bubble. So I don't know. I think Kentucky needs to step it up kind of in the SEC tournament. They need at least one more win in the SEC tournament. If they lose one and out of the SEC tournament, they're in trouble. I think Tennessee's probably in. I don't know. See, Tennessee, Ole Miss, all these teams are just mediocre. But anyway, overall, I think the SEC, a lot of people saying 3 teams are going to be put in the tournament out of the SEC. I'm saying 4. I think Florida, as of right now, Florida, Kentucky, Missouri, and I'd like to go with Tennessee, but I don't know. So the SEC is crazy right now. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to talk about, try to talk about the bubble teams throughout the country every day, from now until Selection Sunday. But I'm limited because it's a 15-minute vlog. I do emphasize Indiana basketball more than anything in these vlogs, of course, and the Big Ten, but I still take great interest throughout the country. So if things pop out, like the SEC conference is just crazy, I'm going to talk about it a little bit. But during the tournament, I'm going to focus a lot more on the whole tournament, not just Indiana. I'm going to focus a lot on Indiana still, but, tournament time's awesome, and it's just going to be, I'm going to try to talk about all, like, the upsets and stuff, too. But anyway, I want to finish the vlog going over the Big Ten tournament that took place today. Illinois and Minnesota played today, like I stated earlier. both of those teams beat Indiana this season. Illinois beat Minnesota 51-49. Michigan played Penn State. Michigan killed Penn State 83-66. Iowa played Northwestern. Iowa won 73-59 over Northwestern. Purdue lost to Nebraska 55-57. So you have the quarterfinal matchups. Tomorrow at noon, Indiana and Illinois plays. Tomorrow at 2, Wisconsin, both Michigan. And that's at 2. At 6:30 you have Ohio State and Nebraska, and then at 9 you have Michigan State and Iowa. So if Indiana wins against Illinois and Michigan beats Wisconsin, then you're going to have a rematch of Indiana and Michigan in the semifinal. And the matchups I told you were the quarterfinal. But hopefully Indiana can pull out a win against Illinois. I know I'm not a big fan of conference tournaments, but I think it'd probably be important if we beat Illinois this game, and then after that, just kind of, like I said, tweak things out. Don't change a whole lot, but or experiment a whole lot, but tweak some things out that you may need to work on and change just a little bit, and that's what I'd do. Like against if we played Michigan in the semifinals, and if we lost, we lost. I wouldn't play to lose, but if we lost, we lost. Some of the small little keys for us against Illinois is getting everything I said we needed to do against Michigan. It's the same type stuff. I mean, they need to play focus. They need to not turn the ball over. They need to get to the line. They need to communicate on defense. Zell most definitely needs involved in the offense. I'm just saying it doesn't necessarily mean he needs to take a lot of shots, but if he gets touches, that draws a lot of attention from the defense, and it opens up his teammates, his other players out along the perimeter and stuff. So just getting Zell involved in the offense, that's the key, like I've been saying. And Indiana's been having difficulty getting Zell involved in the offense, believe it or not. Against Michigan, they didn't. They did get him involved, but against Minnesota, they had all kinds of trouble. Against Illinois, the last game they played in Illinois, Zell had 6 shots, 6 field goal attempts. I'll probably shoot a response to the Indiana-Illinois game tomorrow in the afternoon after the game, and maybe talk a little bit about the bubble teams again, but it's just tough to fit it in. I thought I'd be able to fit in a lot of bubble team stuff, and you're limited to 15-minute video, so I just can't. I'm just going to touch on things that will catch my attention and maybe talk about the main conferences and the teams that are on the bubble and stuff. But that's it. Hopefully you guys are having as much fun as I am. Championship week is awesome, and so is NCAA Tournament. This is my Christmas every year. I love it. But hopefully Indiana can get a good solid one against Illinois tomorrow. Until tomorrow, peace.